Hello there! Thank you for watching our today's video presentation. So today, we are going to talk about direct variation, and it will be discussed by our very own Edwin Calusura II and Faye Abigail Colar. In this lesson, you have to consider how to solve direct variations and how to solve word problems involving direct variations. Don't forget to get your ball pen and paper, and remember to take note everything you learn in this lesson. So come on, let's get started.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our program. Today, we are going to talk about direct variation. In solving direct variation, take note of the formula y is equal to kx because we are going to apply this formula to our topic. You can also read this formula as y varies directly as x, where y is the dependent variable and x is the independent variable, and k is the constant of the variation or proportionality. You can tell whether it is an example of a direct variation if the value of y increases, the value of x also increases, and if the value of x decreases, the value of y also decreases.
Okay, so I'm going to give some examples on how to solve direct variation. The first example is y varies proportionally with x and y is equals to -4 when x is equals to 14. First, find the concept of the variation. Second, formulate the equation of the variation. And lastly, find y when x is equals to 7/3. So, the formula of the problem is y is equals to k times x. We will now substitute the value of y and x to the formula. So, y is equals to -4 and x is equals to 14. So, the formula now is -4 is equals to k times 14. So, we need to isolate the constant of the variation. But how are we going to do this? We need to divide 14 from both sides of the equation so that we can cancel the 14 from the other side and the constant of the variation will be isolated. And then, it will result to k is equals to -4/14, and then we will simplify -4/14 and we will have k is equals to -2/7. Then that is the constant of the variation. So now, we are going to formulate the equation of the variation. We are going to do that by substituting the value of k that we got a while ago to the formula of the equation. So, we will have y is equals to -2/7 times x. Now, that is the formula of the variation. Lastly, we need to find y when x is equals to 7/3. Y is equals to -2/7 times x. Now, we are going to multiply -2 and 7, which will result to -14, and 7 and 3, which will result to 21. So, the equation is now y is equals to -14/21. Then we are going to simplify and we will get y is equals to -2/3. Now that is the value of y when x is equals to 7/3. So for the next problem, the distance d traveled by a car varies directly with the time t it travels, and t is equals to 30 kilometers when t is equals to 24 minutes. First, find the constant of the variation. Second, formulate the equation of the variation. And third, how long will it take to travel 75 kilometers? Now, the formula of this equation is t is equals to k times t, where k is the constant. Now, we will now substitute the given in the problem to our formula. So d is equals to 30 and x is equals to 24. So we will get 30 is equals to k times 24. Again, we will we will need to isolate the constant of the variation, so we need to divide 24 from both sides of the equation, and we will get 1.25. So k is equals to 1.25. Now we will formulate the equation of the variation. We will do it by substituting the value of k that we got a while ago to the formula. Then it will result to d is equals to 1.25 times t. That is now the formula of the equation. Now, how long will it take to travel 75 kilometers? We will do it by substituting 75 to the value of t, because 75 kilometers is referring to distance. So 75 is equals to 1.25 t. So we again need to isolate t. So we need to divide 1.25 from both sides of the equation. So 75 divided by 1.25 is equals to 60. So the value of t is equals to 60 in this problem. So to answer the question, how long will it take to travel 75 kilometers? It will take 60 minutes to travel 75 kilometers.
Okay, now, I think that is only for today. Thank you for watching our today's video tutorial. This is Math Tutorials from Mr. Edwin and Miss Faye Abigail, and hope to see you next time.
Long live the walls we crashed through, all the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered.